How we doing, Columbia? It is too easy. You know, one day, I'm afraid I'm gonna get too good at that and I'll have to learn a second city. Hasn't happened yet, though. Alright, I'm gonna ask for a show of hands again. How many of you have heard of the 1972 pornographic feature film? Anyone? Oh, good. Okay, well, for those who haven't had the pleasure, it was at the forefront of the golden age of porn, whatever. There was a Watergate informant named after it, doesn't matter. The plot revolves around a woman who discovers that she has a G-spot in her throat. Yeah, and as you may guess, shenanigans ensue. But the reason I bring this up, and I do have a reason, but imagine if I didn't. Imagine if I just came up here like, here's a porno I recommend, and then left. No. So yeah, a woman has a G-spot in her throat, we all got that right, great. So, I've been doing some experimenting with myself, some tests, and I believe that my G-spot is located in my liver. Thank you for laughing, because the AA group sure didn't. Oh my God, they hated it. I can tell I've alienated the non-alcoholics in the audience, because you clearly don't know what AA stands for. It stands for Alcoholics Anonymous. And I've never actually been to an AA meeting. I mean, look at me. But I really want to go because I love that name so much. Alcoholics Anonymous. Whew. It's like juggling pleasure on the tongue. Alcoholics Anonymous. Oh yeah, that name is great, and that acronym is something to be reckoned with. AA. They must have been furious when the battery stole it. And the battery doesn't even stand for anything. Gross. I don't know if you could tell, I'm something of an acronym aficionado. I love acronyms. Favorite acronym? GOAT. 2 reasons. 1, what it stands for. Greatest. Ooh. Whew. You get that chill up your spine? Greatest. What a phenomenal way to start an acronym. It's a sort of word that makes you wish that G's and other acronyms stood for. GIF, Greatest Interchange Format. OMG, Oh My Greatest. Then there's the O, which I'll admit, it's the weakest of the 4. We usually don't dignify of with a spot in the acronym, but we live with it so we don't have to have a GAT discussion. Ugh. Who's the GAT? Shut your fuck. But after that, it comes home real nicely with the AT. All time. Oh, it's big. So big. I was trying to think of a sentence that all time would make better, other than greatest of all time. I couldn't think of one. But don't let my idiocy ignore the fact that it's a great way to finish that acronym. Second reason, I said there were 2. Second reason, goats are funny as hell. They bleat, they scream, they look like sheep going through rehab, they're hilarious. I would say they're one of the 5 funniest animals. They're not the goat, alright? We're not living in a fantasy world, but top 5 for sure. You want to know what the top 5 funniest animals are? Yeah, you do. Alright, well, here they come hot and ready. And I should say that although this is my opinion, it is also fact. Number 5, the goat, we went over that. 4, octopuses. 8 pussies? Yes, please. 3 is manatees, shouldn't need to explain why. 2 is humans, I mean, case in point. That deep throat joke, that shit was gold. And number one, parrots that say fuck. All right, that's all I've got for you. You guys have been a really good audience.